Hello, so here today we're going to talk about the Samsung S6 Lite. I'm not going to go too stats heavy, it's more of a review from a consumer and what I think of it and whether it's good value against other tablets. So let's do a bit of an unboxing and we'll have a look. It's quite a nice retail box. One thing with Samsungs, they used to have all the stats everywhere. Stats on the back, which was quite a nice touch, but it seems they stopped that some time ago. So here's the device itself. Comes in a bit of a sleeve. Okay. So S6 Lite or SMP610. So as you can see, it's 64 gig. This is the UK or European model. So it has a Samsung own Exynos chip. I found the performance to be really good, just as an everyday tablet. I don't really game heavily on it. It will run Call of Duty, for instance, PUBG on lower settings. But yeah, the reason I wanted it was for this. So if we keep unbox now, it's a basic charger. It's not particularly fast. I don't think it's a high wattage, but charges the device in about 3 hours, so not too bad, but not lightning fast. Boring little retail box with your micro SD card ejector. This is just a Wi-Fi model. There is a cellular one, but I've always got my phone with me, so I can just tether if needs be. So didn't really need that expense. And here's the reason I wanted it really. So S Pen. It's a nice full-size S Pen. I had the Note 10, and it's probably about, I'd say about there on the S10. It's very small, but this is like a nice, like a full-size pencil really. It's also magnetic, so I'll stick to the device. It's quite nice action. So this is the Oxford Grey, they call it. It's nice aluminium back, very premium, quite iPad-esque really, you'd say. I suppose that's their direct competitor. As you can see, it's tuned by AKG. It doesn't have the 4 speakers that I think the S7 tablet has, and the full fat S6, the model that you can't get anymore. But it's a dual speaker setup. It's Dolby Atmos. It's perfectly loud enough if you're watching a film. Gives you a good viewing experience and listening experience. It's even better with headphones as well. I've got some Bluetooth Sony headphones and sounds great through that. Okay, so let's get into the UI a bit. So we're in turn to landscape or portrait, depending which way you hold it, which is really good. The S Pen, so when it's released, you should have an icon. You have to tap for the icon. Okay, so you've got different settings here. So you've got create note, obviously does it says. So and then you can save that to the device as all those different file types, or share to those as well, or attach to. I think you can attach additional things to the note. But anyway, if you want to make a quick note, that's how you do it. Let's close that. Okay, and then what else have we got? So these are all the current notes we've got. Obviously, I've not been in here before. So it did have, as I said, the Note 10 mobile, but I've got a stone floor in my back room and I dropped it and the screen just died. So I got a a Pixel 4a just for cost, as they're only 350 quid. But I missed the S Pen experience, so that's why I got this. And my son's a bit of a budding artist as well, so yeah, that's the reason. So some more notes, more S Pen features even. So Smart Select, so say if we go on a website, I'm looking at my tea for tonight, by the way, so I think I'm going to have a kebab. But so we'll just use this. So Smart Select. So you can highlight text, which is really cool. So that's highlighted. You can extract that. And then copy. And then say if I wanted to go on to, I don't know, the internet. Well, that didn't work, did it? Let's have another go. Paste. Perhaps I highlighted the wrong bit, but you get the idea anyway. But that's useful if you've got a picture also that has some text on it and you wanted to extract, say, I don't know, a website or a telephone number. You can do that, which is really good. So what else have we got in here? Live messages. Not something I've really used either on the phone or this. Okay, so I don't have any pictures also, so let's take a picture. Okay, so I presume you can just write over. I'll go for pink. Oh, it looks white. I'm still getting to grips with it. But again, you know, someone might like this, might have some fun with some pictures they've taken. AR doodle. Okay, so artificial reality doodle. Yeah, I suppose if you had a picture of someone, you could use that. This is what my son uses a lot. So PenUp is Samsung's arts application basically. So it does guide you through how to become an artist in a lot of ways, gives you some techniques. He likes to draw over pictures like you're tracing, so you can make the picture more opaque and then sketch really over it. As I say, trace it. But yeah, so there are a few of the S Pen apps, but I quite like just navigating with it. It's nice, almost like, you know, not a mouse, but it's easy to use. So as we said, this is the S6 Lite, so it's not the highest processor, but it's completely quick enough for me. Can do some multitasking as well. So I've got the gesture-based navigation on. If you swipe up and hold like that, all these icons, majority of apps you can add in split screen. Sorry. So if we split screen that, and then say if you wanted to get on YouTube, you could be watching an ex-mafia boss, which is pretty cool. And I don't know, look at some football.
This brilliant monocular telescope is taking the world by storm.
Oh, love adverts. So there you go. So just, yeah, again, a demonstration. And then you've got some settings. You can switch the windows around. Oh, I didn't know you could do it above. Bit of a funny aspect now, but you can do. Or you can... so that icon there, that has added it to the shortcuts. So I can't remember what that's called now, but it's again a Samsung feature. where you can basically multitask again. Instead of closing an app and going into the app folder or the home screen, you can just swipe across. I've got my Samsung TV remote there for my smart TV. Just so I don't have to, just so I can be lazy, basically. Okay, so yeah, so let's do a bit of a demonstration on the speakers, I would say. So okay, so we found a classic of British cinema. Oh, can't even talk today. British cinema. Okay, but hopefully it'll pick up on the call, but it was nice and loud. The speakers.
Oh, well, we can't all rely on Tony. Sorry. It's an intrigue, right? And I do not propose to let an overweening...
It's very British, as we said, so... but yeah, they get plenty loud enough. Obviously not as good as like a proper dedicated speaker or a Bluetooth speaker, but it's pretty cool. So we could try some gaming. Let's have a look what we've got. Okay, so this is a massive game. It's about 8 gig, I believe. And it runs fairly well on this. So load times are a little bit slow. I would imagine the S7 is going to load it quicker. But this game, it reminds me of Zelda or a proper console game. Again, because this game's so big and they're getting a lot larger now, the Android games. This is only 64 gig, but I believe you can add up to 256 gig card in here. I've got a 128 gig in there, which is probably going to be plenty for me. So we'll let this download and we'll drop out and come back in, I think. What else have we got that's on here? Real Racing 3. It's a bit of an older game, but it's a fun one. Not very prepared, as you can tell, guys. Right, Grand Theft Auto. That surely doesn't need an update. Let's have a go with that. I wish there was more proper X-console optimized games like Gran Turismo would be good. But yeah, they've not ported too many. But yeah, if you're just chilling out, it's nice to use. Again, I don't think the GPU's the best, but this is quite a 3D intensive game and it runs it well. I think this probably, out of every game I've ever played on the PS2, I've lost some hours playing this. I used to love it. So this is on, I think it's on the highest 3D settings for the game as well, and it's running really nice. No issues. Okay guys, so it's just a quick demo really, like I said, of the device, and I'm really chuffed with it. The I got a good deal. It was £350, I believe, the RRP, but there's a deal on the Samsung website where it went down to 260, and then I managed to get a discount elsewhere, but it turned out about £240. And I was looking at the iPad 9, but the iPad 9 was going to be £350, and then you'd have to buy their Apple Pencil, which was, I think they're about £80. So you're looking there at, what's that, £430. And I'm sure the good devices, the iPads, but I think this does everything I need. The screen is 1080p, so full HD. Again, really good for my needs. There is the S5e Samsung tablet, which is QHD, so 2K. So that's an even higher screen resolution. And if you're not bothered about the S Pen and you could get a good deal on an S5e, that's probably a good way to go, because if you're just watching media and playing games, that's going to give you a better experience with quality. But as I say, this has been a really good device so far. Little thing as well, I've got this case for it from Amazon. It's a Finty brand, which it's a nice case. It's a folio one, a bit like I think iPad started these originally, where it's magnetised here, and then you can have it in that aspect or stood up. But it seems to fit really nice. So you put your buttons in first there, and it's got a nice little slot for your S Pen, but gives the device a nice heft. It's got a good weight anyway, but as I say, this was only about £15 of Finty folio, and yeah, I'd be confident if I did accidentally drop it, it would take it. Folios are good for a device with a pen, because obviously if we have it like this, you can use it like a little easel or something when you're drawing. It's pretty cool, or that way for media consumption. But all the cutouts are really good on this, and volume control works well. The lock button's nice feel to it. It's also got sleep to wake, so there we go. I think it starts back here, so if it senses, there we go, so it locks there. But anyway guys, it's my first tech review video, so go easy on me, but I'm hoping to bring more content to the channel and grow the channel. I've got quite a lot of extra tech myself that I can go through, but yeah, any feedback will be really good, guys. Take care, thank you.